Hello and welcome to Herald TV News at 8 with me, Conal Rosario. Sources at the Archbishop's house in Goa confirmed that Archbishop Philip Neri Ferrao is one of the prelates elevated to the rank of cardinal by Pope Francis.
Monsignor Felipe Neri Antonio Sebastão da Rosario Ferrao, Arcivescovo de Goa e Dalmau, India.
Bureau Report for Herald TV.
As Goa gears up to celebrate its 35th Statehood Day, Herald TV asked senior leaders if the visions of the past have been achieved. Goan leaders gave an insight about witnessing the national leader's instrumental role in helping Goa achieve its status of today.
On the eve of Goa's 35th Statehood Day, I have with me a man of a very enviable vintage, a man who has seen some of the most historic and significant events in Goa's history. He is none other than Major Ranjit Sinha, who as a young Naik was a part of the Indian Army which came into Goa shortly before December 19th, 1961. And took over, as it were. Sinha, can you tell us a little bit about the days preceding to December 19th? I believe your forces came in a few days before.
We were at Agra at that time when 50 Para Brigade was ordered to move down to Goa. Then we started from Agra to Goa like this. With special train was taken from Agra to Pune. From Pune, we took our vehicle, own vehicle. We just drove down to Goa. We first was at Bethlehem. From there, we stopped and we were just ordered to stay there for few hours. Then, at that time, the first para was ordered to send his para troop brigades, few of them, to drop down behind the Portugal soldier. At that time, Portugal soldier was there and they wanted to fight, but when they saw our forces at that time, what happened after seeing the forces, the
Governor Silva.
Governor Silva was there at the time. After seeing this, order came from Portugal. The governor was of Portugal. He ordered, "You will not leave an inch. You will fight to the end." But when Silva saw our force, then he straight away raised the white flag and told, "We don't want to fight." Like that, he just handed over to Brigadier Sagar Singh, who was the Para Brigade commander.
Actually, I went personally for this function. It was held at Kampal grounds, and Mr. Prime Minister was there, Edward Valer was there, all the MLAs were there. Lot of his speeches, and everybody was happy. This thing, the Konkani was a separate language. And then Chandrakant Keni, Uday Bembro, and all those helped. It was because we had all those protests,
Yes.
There's big this thing in Azad Maidan, big public meetings. And then the central government was also run by the Gandhis.
Right.
And Gandhis were friendly with Eduardo Faleiro and Francis Sardinia and all that. So they were in favor. So that was it is due to Gandhi's,
Right.
Rajiv Gandhi, that we got this paper.
1987, the official language was passed, official language bill was passed, and Konkani was made official language. Finally, as per the promises of the then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, they moved the constitutional amendment bill in the Parliament to make, to grant statehood on 23rd of May 1987. The constitutional amendment bill was passed, and on 30th of May 1987, Goans got statehood. So this is a proud history which should be written in letters of gold, that our movement for our mother tongue and our movement for statehood. Doni Goinkranjin Sopnahli, the popular aspirations were fulfilled. Actually, we had three aspirations: to make Konkani official language, to get a statehood, and to include Konkani in the 8th schedule of the Constitution, which was subsequently passed, and all the three dreams were fulfilled.
Pop rock star from Meghalaya, Lou Major, is currently in Goa to make people groove to his beats for the first Liberty and Light Festival of Goa. Speaking to Team Herald, Major about censoring oneself has said if the love of freedom burns inside a person, it should be let out. Major's advice for the young artist is to be disciplined and live responsibly.
Pop rock star from Meghalaya, Lou Major, is currently in Goa for its first Liberty and Light Festival of Goa. Major said love is of freedom, burns inside a person, it should be let out. His advice for young artists is to be disciplined and to live responsibly.
If a man is a lover of freedom, a man or a woman, if it's a lover of freedom, then it's the freedom which is inside of you that should burn and let it out.
Okay. When do you plan to come out with the next album?
One of these fine months, I guess.
And what is it going to be about?
It's kind of very personal. It's called Silent Rain, and it's not in a song sequence, but it is in the, in a movement context.
Okay.
Like it's about life,
Okay.
and it's about Lou Major's life also, because it has three movements. The first movement is called Innocence, and then the second movement, I'll have to work on that. And then the third movement is Contemplation.
Contemplation.
Contemplation, yeah. So it's almost completed. There's still some guitar melodies that that I'm waiting, from the sun, from the wind, from the trees, from the birds. If there are other artists, musicians who are in Goa or Bombay or Bangalore or anywhere in India or anywhere in the world, if they can come together, then we can work on that particular music piece. Then Lou Major can come on his own. You see, because so from that point, for me, I'm a free bird.
Anything else? Anything you would like to say to young people who are interested, who are looking or contemplating a move into music as a career?
Discipline and live life responsibly.
This is Devendra Gaonkar for Herald TV.
Goa Medical College and Hospital has rusticated 5 interns, including a girl, after their involvement found in arriving at boys' hostel in a drunken state and seizure of ganja in the hostel premises. Health Minister Viswajit Rane has issued orders of strict action against the offenders. Similarly, the Congress leaders held a meet outside the hospital demanding proper investigation into this case and also demanded curb on the drug menace in the state.
5 students rusticated for involvement in drugs. Congress demands proper investigation. Goa Medical College and Hospital has rusticated 5 interns, including a girl, after their involvement found in arriving at a boys' hostel in drunken state and seizure of ganja in the hostel premises. Health Minister Vishwajit Rane has issued order of strict action against the offenders. Congress leaders held a meet outside the hospital demanding proper investigation into the drug case and also demanding curb on the drug menace in the state.
तुमकां खबर आसा की 2 दीस पयलीं गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजीच्या बॉयज हॉस्टेलान 5 जाण इंटर्न्सांक ड्रग्स तेंचे पोझेशनान सापडले. भितरले 4 चले आशिल्ले, 1 चली आशिल्ले. ही 5 इंटर्न्स 2 दीस पयलीं तांकां धरली हॉस्टेलान आनी अशी न्यूज मेळ्ळ्या की तांकां रस्टिकेटूय केल्ली आसा. तर आतां हे ड्रग्साचें प्रकरण जर पळयत जाल्यार GMCन हे ड्रग्स जे मेळ्ळ्या हें कितें नवीन न्ही. हेजे पयलीं आमकां भितरल्यान जे सोर्सिसा कडल्यान इन्फॉर्मेशन आसा हे ड्रग्स हेजे पयलीं GMCन मेळिल्ले, पूण हेका ह्या प्रकरणाक केन्ना वाचा फुटून नाशिल्ली. खंय तरी ह्या खेपेक जेन्ना हे ड्रग्स मेळ्ळे ते एक चली दोतोर बॉयज हॉस्टेलान गेल्ले, रातचे सेक्युरिटीक डावट आयलो म्हणून तेन्ना चॅक केले तेन्ना तेंच्या पोझेशनान गांजा सापडलो. तर ही गजाल उगडकीस आयली, बोवाळ जालो आनी त्या 5 इंटर्न्सांक रस्टिकेट केल्ले आसा. आतां प्रश्न असो आसा की ह्या इंटर्न्सांक रस्टिकेट करून सरकारान कितें सिद्ध केल्लें आसा. जेन्ना ह्या हॉस्टेलान ड्रग्स पावले हेज्या अर्थान ह्या राज्यान मुख्यमंत्री सदांच सांगता की आमी ड्रग्साची ट्रेड आमी काबार केल्या. ड्रग्स पयलीं आमी ऑलमोस्ट ड्रग्स गोंयान ना केल्ले आसा आनी अशे अनेक विधानां ड्रग्साचेर केल्ले आसा. पूण प्रत्यक्षान आज जेन्ना हे ड्रग्स गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजीन जेन्ना एक GMC एक आमी एक दोतोर एक नोबल प्रोफेशन म्हणून पळयता आनी अशा प्रोफेशनांतले लोक जेन्ना ड्रग्साचें सेवन करपाक लागता सो ड्रग्स थंय त्या हॉस्टेला पर्यंत पावप ह्या दोतोरा पर्यंत पावप म्हळ्यार हेजे वयल्यान सरकार एक्सपोज जाता. होम डिपार्टमेंट एक्सपोज जाल्लें आसा की ह्या गोंयान ड्रग्साचो केद्या मोठ्या प्रमाणान सप्लाय चालू आसा तो. गोंयान खरें म्हणल्यार ही जी आतां आमचो हेल्थ मिनिस्टर तेजे कडेन आज ऑथॉरिटी आसा म्हणून तो आज तांकां रेस्ट्रिकेट करपाक पावलो. जेन्ना गृह खात्याक हरशीं पुलिसांक जर कसली जबाबदारी दी पुलीस ते बरे भशेन पार पडटा हें सगळ्यांक खबर आसा. आनी गोवा पुलीस हरशीं कितके तत्पर आसता खंयच्या हेका आमी गोवा पुलिसांचें हें पळयलां, कार्य पळयल्लें आसा. जेन्ना गोवा पुलीस ह्या ड्रग्सांचेर एक्ट करिना हेज्या अर्थान ह्या ड्रग ट्रेडीक कोणाचो आशिर्वाद हें सिद्ध जाता. सो ह्या मुख्यमंत्र्यान जो गृह खात्याचो जो गृहमंत्री आसा तेणें आदेश दिवन हे ड्रग ट्रेड काबार करपाचो प्रयत्न करचो.
Shagun Gowde for Herald TV.
A dangerous boulder along the New Vare slope in Vasco is at the risk of endangering lives. The boulder, which has already developed cracks, is positioned on the sideline of the slope with an unsteady grip. It could collapse at any time, endangering the lives of people passing by. Locals fear with monsoons approaching, the chances of the boulder collapsing are higher. Rainwater could enter the cracks, thus leading to a landslide. Many students also take the dangerous part and have to wait at the end of the slope for a bus. If collapsed, the boulder will not only endanger lives but also damage homes.
A dangerous boulder along the New Vade slope in Vasco is at risk of endangering lives. The boulder has developed cracks with an unsteady grip and could collapse any time. Locals fear with monsoons approaching, chances of the boulder collapsing are higher and could lead to a landslide. If collapsed, the boulder will not only endanger lives but also damage houses.
आता सांगपाचें म्हणल्यार अनदर ऑब्जर्वेशन टेक्निक्स कम इन टू दीस प्ले. सो कितें आसना काल कोणी सांगलें हेजो आमचो हांगाचो स्थानीक तो वालू म्हणून आमचो प्लंबर कितें सांगलें पांडे आतां पळय मातशें चडटेचेर म्हणपालो बोल्डर क्रॅक येयला व्हडलो तो खंय तरी पडा जाल्यार पावस जर हेवी पडलो जाल्यार उदक वचोन भितून तो स्लीप जावन सकयल येवंक शकता आनी मोठो अपघात जावंक शकता. कारण ह्यो रोड बिजी आहा, ही निवाडेची चडटी आहा, गाडये वयर येता, लोक येता वयता आनी हांगा फुडल्यान घर आहा. तो जर खंय कोसो सकयल जाल्यार तेंच्या घराचेर वचून एक मोठो अपघात जावंक शकता. सो हे तेच्या खातीर हांव आज सकाळीं आतां वयर वयताना बरें इन्स्पेक्शन केलें जाल्यार खरेंच थंय दिसून येयलें की हे बोल्डर जो आहा तो क्रॅक पडला तेका आनी मूळ तेजे भायर येयला. सो एक खरोच तो थ्रेट जावन आहा. हांगा जे लोकांक भिवपाची गरज आहा कित्याक वयर चडटना खंय तरी अपघात जावंक शकता हें हांव नोटीस केलेलें आसा त्या खातीर हेचेर कितें तरी वॉल ताका सपोर्ट नाल्यार तो कितें फोडून खंय तरी ताका सोल्युशन हे टॅक्निकल सायड पळोवन ते कितें तरी तेजेर आमचे क्लियर ताका सोल्युशन हाडपाची गरज आहा नाल्यार फाट्या कोणाचे तरी हांगा जीव घेवंक शकता फाटीं हांगाच एक इन्सिडंट जाल्लो तो शिपेडा फाटसून असोच एक बोल्डर कोसोन एक जाणटेलोचो मृत्यू येयल्लो सो ती घटना आनी एक वर म्हाका दिसता एक वरस जातलें घटनेक 1.5 वरस सो ही घटना अशी हांगा जावची न्हू म्हणून हांगा प्रशासन आहा हेंच्यांनी हेचेर कुयदाद घेवपाची गरज आहा आपली नजर दवरपाची गरज आहा पिपल्स फर्स्ट अशें धोरण घेवन फुडें वचपाक जाय आनी सेफ्टी फर्स्ट हेचेर आमी फॉलो करपाची गरज आहा इतलें म्हाजें एक सजेशन आनी रिक्वेस्ट
आज अशें आमी हे झाड मारले नंतर अशी एक नजर मारली हो जो स्टोन आहा तो व्हेरी डेंजर पोजिशनाचेर आहा आनी आतां थोडे दिसांनी पावस येवपा जर त्या पावसाचे उदक जर भितर सोरले तो स्लीप जावन मेजर एक्सिडेंट जावंक शकता कित्याक आमचे न्यू वाडेचे टी जंक्शन आतां थोडे दिसांनी कॉलेज स्टार्ट जातली स्टुडंट वगैरे हांगा वेटिंगार रावतले बसीर वर वचपाक सकयल वचपाक आनी हेजे फुडल्यानूय बाजून घरा लायनीन तो स्टोन जर स्लीप जायत कितें जाता सांगपाक जायना आनी कोणा टायम येतलो थंय आमच्यान तशें घेवपाक जायना म्हणून आमची एक रिक्वेस्ट आहा कन्सर्न ऑथॉरिटी कडेन तेजे कितें तरी प्रिकॉशन घेवपाचें बिफोर रेनींग एक तर फर्स्ट वॉल बांदपाचें नाल्यार ताका पीस करून हें करपाक कित्याक वयर बी स्लॅबाचें घर आहा त्या घराक बी अपघात जावंक शकता पयलीं तें घर कोसळटलें कित्याक तेजी ग्रिपनेस कंप्लीट वयतलें स्लॅबाचें घर आनी कच्चें घर म्हणून आमची एक रिक्वेस्ट कोणाचे जीव वचपाक तेजी गव्हर्मेंट काळजी घेवपाक.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
As the rain gods are all set to arrive by the start of next month and with the academic year to resume back normally, the markets in Goa are seen full of customers and rain items. Team Herald TV took a round across the market and saw several customers buying some of the nifty funky umbrellas, raincoats, books, sandals and much more. Speaking to Herald TV, some of the vendors said that this time the cost of the items have gone up by nearly 10 to 20% due to inflation. Watch this special cover.
The monsoon season is all set to return. Goan's markets get covered with funky umbrellas and rain gear. Team Herald TV took a round across the market and saw several customers buying some of the nifty, hunky umbrellas, raincoats, books, sandals, and much more. Vendors say that this time the cost of the items have gone up by nearly 10 to 20%, all due to inflation.
जाल्या पावसाची तयारी जाल्या आयले रेनकोट बी पावले कशी किती आहे रेट
भुरग्यांचे आहा ते 450 स्टार्ट ते 1000 पासून आसा
ओके
मागीर व्हडले जेंट्स आसा पळय तेंचे 900 रुपयाच्यान ते 1000-2000 त्या रेंजान आसा लेडिसांचे आसा तितूर सेम म्हणजे 700 रुपया स्टार्ट ते 1200-1500 पासून आसा
रेटी किती वाढल्यात ती कशी
रेटी मातसो एक 10%
वाढल्या माल सारको आयला आसा खूब चड आसा भरपूर आहा
असं थोडं मातसो शॉर्टेज आहा माल थोड्या थोड्या कंपनीने माल ना कोविडाक लागून तेंच्यांनी रिस्क घेवना स्कुलां बंद सुत्रे सुद्दां खूब शॉर्ट आसा भुरग्यांच्यो जावं व्हडल्यांच्यो
सो सद्या स्कुला बिला हे करपाक रेडी जाल्या तुमी
हय आमी सद्या कस्टमर जाले स्टार्ट भुरगीं येता लेडीज येता जेंट्स येता परचेस चालू आसा फीडबॅक बरो आसा लोकूय येता कॉपरेट करता बरें आसा.
Shagan Gowde for Herald TV.
Even before the crack of dawn on Sunday morning, several people from across the state took part in the Purumentanche Fest in Panjim. Several people were seen buying and stocking up on the essential items, including dry fish and eatables in anticipation of the monsoon.
Go and stock up essentials at Purumetanje Fest. Several people were seen buying and stocking up on essentials, including dry fish and eatables, in anticipation of the monsoon.
Today has been another historic day. 22 years later and 53 festivals later, we're here at the Kakula Mall for a 2-day festival called the Purumentanche Fest. Purumentanche Fest basically is a festival of provisions where Goans gather food for the next 3 months, June, July, August, very heavy rains in Goa. So we've managed today to get Goans from across Goa to come and sell their wares. So we've got pottery today, we've got sweets, original Goan sweets, we've had workshops today, we've had molla making workshops. These are all traditions of Goa. We've had so many people involved, and most people you see today are volunteers. We've managed to get people from the street into the mall, which is quite historic. We've had people who've been brought who are from the disabled community. We have people in white sticks, they call them, blind, people who are deaf, all putting together. It's been a very inclusive festival, and we thank Kakula Mall because as you see at the board at the back, CSR initiative is where each and every company really in India has to do their bit. But not many are following. So we are grateful to Kakulo, Manoj Kakulo and the management of Kakulo for giving us this space, 2-day space, so we as Goans can show our social responsibility. And we've had many volunteers today helping out from 11 this morning till 9 in the evening, and tomorrow Sunday as well. So all in all, it's been an amazing day of togetherness, bonding of Goans, and hopefully we will be continuing this feature in future years.
It's our pleasure and honor for Kakula Mall to host this Purumetache Fest. As all of us know, in Goa, Purumet was very, very important for our ancestors. But somehow over the years, Purumet was forgotten. So now we are trying to revive it, and who better than the sons of the soil, people like Marius Fernandez, who is bringing all the villages together, all our old culture, our homegrown produce. We at Kakula Mall are only giving them an opportunity to present their products to the world, because there are a lot of things which are being produced in the villages, in the fields. They don't have the avenue to market it. This is a humble request from all of us at Kakula Mall to all of you in Goa. Please come here and help our local grown products. Number one. Number two is that Prakash Kamath has been doing a fantastic job to help people with special abilities over here. So we are involving them as well in all our activities, so that they also get the exposure and they also come to the forefront without having to shy away with the special abilities that they have. So request to all Goans, please come here to Kakula Mall and help locals, help Goans and help our local produce.
This is Mamu, I'm collector of North Goa, and right now I'm in the Purumantachem Fest, which I have been invited by Mr. Prakash Kamath. He is also the president of the Disability Rights Association, and also this festival has been organized in association with the Kakulo Mall, Mr. Manoj Kakulo, and also in association with the organizer, Mr. Marius Fernandez. So what I've observed is that this kind of festival gives the platform and opportunity to people like the persons with disability, people living in street situations, to come and also showcase their talents and showcase what they are normally doing at their homes, such as cooking or such as baking or carpentry. So I've seen a lot of talents showcased here. I myself have learned a lot of things. I got to learn about this weaving practice that people do with the leaves in Goa, which is used as roofs as well as protection against the rain. I also learned that we have our own indigenous rice variety called Jyoti rice, which is the brown rice of Goa, and it's nutritious. So for me, it's been an eye-opening occasion, and I'm grateful that Mr. Prakash Kamath, Mr. Kakulo and Mr. Fernandez invited me to this occasion. So thank you.
A special story by Elvis Sequeira and Albin for Herald TV.
The southwest monsoon has set in over Kerala today, the 29th of May 2022, against the normal date of 1st of June, 3 days ahead of the normal date, says the IMD Goa on Sunday.
Southwest monsoon has onset over Kerala on today, यानी कि आज 29 मई को उसके नॉर्मल डेट से कुछ 3 दिन पहले साउथ वेस्ट मानसून हैज़ रीच्ड ओवर केरला. जो कंडीशंस हैं रेनफॉल के हो, नहीं तो विंड के हो, जो भी कंडीशंस हैं साउथ वेस्ट मानसून का, वो सेटिस्फाई हुआ है आज के दिन. तो IMD हैज़ डिक्लेयर्ड दैट ऑन 29 मई साउथ वेस्ट मानसून ऑफ 2022 हैज़ रीच्ड ओवर केरला. अभी हम डिटेल्ड इन्फॉर्मेशन देखेंगे तो जो कंडीशंस है जिसको satisfy होना चाहिए, such as the height of westerlies up to around 4.5 kilometers from mean sea level, और wind speed का criteria और cloudiness का criteria जो has to be satisfied from satellite observations, and finally the rainfall criteria. So all of them have been satisfied as on 29th May over Kerala. And अगर उसके मानसून करंट की अगर फर्दर प्रोग्रेस के बारे में बताएंगे तो it is favorable to further advance into some more parts of Arabian Sea. जो remaining parts हैं केरला उसके वो जो parts और some parts of Tamil Nadu and some parts of Karnataka, then over Bay of Bengal and some parts of northeastern state in the coming 3 to 4 days. So the thing to note here is that कि आने वाले 3 से 4 दिनों में it is not expected that monsoon conditions are likely to set over Goa. और अभी गोवा के ऊपर के रेनफॉल एक्टिविटी के बारे में बोलेंगे तो लाइक IMD had already forecasted light and isolated rain और thunder shower activities continuing over गोवा. आज के दिन 29 मई को भी scattered places से यानी कि 25 to 50% of rainfall stations in Goa recorded light rainfall और उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा रिपोर्ट किया गया मापसा से और साउथ में कानकौन से. सो ये 2 स्टेशनों से 3 mm लाइट रेनफॉल रिपोर्ट किया गया. और उसके साथ अगर आज के दिन के वेदर वार्निंग के बारे में देखेंगे तो देयर इज़ पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ लाइटनिंग और थंडर अलॉन्ग विद रेनफॉल इन द 4 days स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम टुमारो फ्रॉम 30 मई से 1 या 2 जगह पे गोवा के नॉर्थ और साउथ गोवा के डिस्ट्रिक्ट के ऊपर लाइटनिंग के भी चांसेस है रेनफॉल के साथ. और जैसे हमने बताया देयर इज पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ मार्जिनल इंक्रीज इन रेनफॉल स्पेशल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन अराउंड 1st और 2nd जून. और मानसून प्रोग्रेस के बारे में बोलेंगे तो द कंडीशंस फॉर मानसून प्रोग्रेस इज़ बीइंग क्लोजली मॉनिटर्ड. जैसे पहले भी बताया गया था द नॉर्मल आउटसेट डेट फॉर मानसून ओवर केरला इज़ 1st जून और फॉर गोवा इट इज़ 5th जून यानी कि अप्रॉक्सीमेटली अराउंड 5 days लेता है मानसून करंट केरला से गोवा तक पहुंचने में इफ़ वी गो विद द नॉर्मल डेट्स. लेकिन द प्रोग्रेस ऑफ मानसून ऑलवेज डिपेंड्स ऑन अ लॉट ऑफ फैक्टर्स. तो इट इज़ नॉट अ स्टैंडर्ड थंब रूल टू से दैट मानसून विल ऑलवेज रीच विद इन 4 or 5 days फ्रॉम केरला टू गोवा.
Prasad Polchi for Herald TV.
But that's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thank you for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.